What is going on, YouTube? I am your host, Leon Gunstill, with Lisa
Hey
Shadowplane,
everyone.
JT Vega, and of course, Frozen Binary. How is everybody doing today?
Good, good.
Eh, it
Besides,
brain hurting because idiots.
Well,
yes,
yeah,
we
that's
had a
every
lot of
day.
idiots this
Yeah,
week,
fair
and
enough.
I
That is
mean a
every day.
lot of idiots. We have dumbasses coming out of the walls this time. They were literally all flying out of the walls like the Sins from Fallout 4. They were all just coming out of the walls. it's
No, they were around before that. It's just that none of us really paid much attention.
No, but now no, they were inside the walls. Now they're coming out of the walls.
Oh my
And
god.
this week we've seen a lot of dumbassery. First thing of business, I want to talk about Polygon. We all know Polygon. We all hate Polygon. We
Yay,
all websites
Polygon.
full of a bunch of dumbasses. There might be a few good people. I'm not sure who they are, but I've heard there might be somewhat good people in there. But for the majority of it, there are a bunch
Why
of
aren't they
dumb.
writing for the site then?
I have no idea. But
Oh, maybe
here we
because
go.
they actually make sense. That might be
Star
it.
Fox Zero channels everything bad about a Wii U game design by Arthur Geis.
AKA the guy that bitched about boobs while having a Suicide Girls account, right?
Yes, he did the review of Bayonetta. He dropped the score. Well, I think it was like a 7 because of boobs and stuff like that. While
Not
everybody
boo.
else was giving the game like
Not
9.
the boobs, no.
Yeah.
We can't have girls with big boobs represented because like they don't exist, right, Queenie?
No, Queenie's actually just fucking CGI and misogyny.
Yeah. But yes,
You know what? That actually explains why I get along with her so well.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All
So
joking aside,
this
Queenie's freaking
dumbass,
awesome.
this dumbass. For long story short, he was complaining about the controls of the game. And he didn't even, what I've heard, what I'm looking at, he hasn't even gotten past the tutorial from what I've heard.
Well, that might be
And
the
he
reason you're
wanted
having
them to
some
use the Wii
issues
remote
with
and
yours.
nunchuck peripheral.
Not all games have that, dude.
No,
Just
he's
because you
complaining
can
about why
have.
it isn't there, though. He's complaining why that isn't there. Wiimote,
Dude, I'm gonna do
nunchuck.
what the millennial excuses ultimately always said. It's 2016, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's getting down to the point of while in cockpit view, you'll still need to fly the R-wing like normal, and it's just this guy's completely complaining about the game. He's just bitching and moaning everything about it, complaining about it being an on-rail shooter and stuff
Wait,
like that.
wait,
Just down
what
to it.
what
that
games do
he
you not
finally
play?
said, "I am not playing any more Star Fox Zero. I'm not going
He
to."
rage quit. That's the honest truth. He needs to admit that
Yes.
he rage quit the game and just didn't
Polygon
get.
reviews, and this is what I was surprised by. Polygon reviewers require that the game be completed, or at least in good faith effort to be made to complete it. I am not playing any more Star Fox Zero. So basically, he rage quit.
yeah,
This
basically.
dumbass right here,
Look,
Arthur.
Polygon, there is no shame in admitting that you rage quit. I mean, me and Ty were watching one of the new Alonzo rounds last night, and he had no problem admitting that he rage quit during one of the things that were shown. There's nothing wrong with admitting, yeah, I fucking rage quit.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be reviewing though, and this is his job, and I'm putting this out.
Yeah.
This is his job. This is Arthur Guy's job. He's supposed to review games. That's what people like Arthur Guys are supposed to be doing. But people like Arthur Guys bitch and moan every step they take. It's like, do I really have to do my job? I don't want to do my job. I hate video games.
Yeah, it's like, man, there are other things you could be doing. If you don't like video games, there are other things you
So
should
I
actually
don't-
be doing.
I have a question, right? He says that one of his complaints is having to use both thumbsticks at the same time. Has he not ever had to play any fucking game ever?
I know, right?
Oh
It
god.
kind of reminds me of Anita saying something along the lines of, "Oh, we need controllers that have one button because these controllers have too many buttons." It's like, yeah, go ask the people who made E.T. the game how well that worked out.
Yeah.
There's a reason that the single button controller is seen as one of the worst ideas that gaming has ever tried.
Yeah, it was.
The reason why it was a single button was just because that's all they needed back then. If like the original Atari games, and then something technologically advanced like ET comes out, and it's like it wouldn't work. ET was.
I've never heard that. I've never heard those two words put in the same fucking sentence before.
Actually, no. If
I
you
was
look
thinking
at
that. I was like, did
how he
Leon
built
just call that
No.
game?
I
if
can
you look
understand.
at how he built ET, the creator of ET, if you look at how he built it, you would know how advanced that game truly is.
Oh yeah, no. I'm sure the fucking code is like is like artwork, but fucking the game itself that was made from that code is shit. That's why
Yeah,
I'm just like,
no, there are so many problems. Like, I mean, there are worse games I've ever seen, and thanks to James Rolfe, I've seen them. Like, have you ever played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? I had to get that on
There's
emulator.
no, and there's a reason for that because I saw Angry Video Game Nerd's review of that, and I just I watched the whole thing and like, well, there's a game I'm never fucking playing.
I played it, and
Oh, God, I'm
I
sorry.
can tell you one thing. It's really annoying. Like, Mr. Hyde is is the only good part of the game, but then Jekyll, it's like, why the hell are you just walking at a leisure pace?
Atari port of Pac-Man was
That's right
worse than ET.
That right there is the reasons why I'm glad video gaming has advanced as much as it has. I mean, the NES, or like it or not, it had some of the worst games.
Oh god, yeah, because the whole Nintendo seal of approval, they would fucking, if they could find a way to stuff a turd into a fucking box and put the seal of approval on it and have people buy it, they would have done it back then.
Oh,
They
yeah.
still do that probably, actually.
Yeah, let's be honest here.
God.
Yeah.
People seem
I
to
mean,
forget
don't
about
get me
the whole...
wrong. Don't get me wrong. It did give us franchises like Legend of Zelda and whatnot. But and for me, I mean, I'm a huge fan. I'll be the first to admit I'm a huge Harvest Moon fan, and I've been playing the newer one on Android. I'm not paying $10 for it, so thank you. Shout out to AppVN. Thank you, whoever, to the people that made that app. You guys are awesome. But they've made some amazing games that have become such a huge part of our culture. But at the same time, there's some money-grabbing bastards in there too. And where the fuck is Mother 3? We're still waiting on Mother fucking 3.
Hang on, this actually
You know
links
what?
me to a video.
Some of my greatest memories of video games were just they were the original Mario games and stuff. Like Mario's 1 and 3 were probably some of my greatest memories as a kid playing. I remember Mario 3 really well.
Even as a kid, I preferred Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah, Sega Genesis was...
I never liked the Sega Genesis. I liked the Super Nintendo. I always played. I was a fan of all the original Star Fox game. That was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. No, my neighbor had the Nintendo, so sometimes I would get bored and go over to his place if I wanted to.
And there was,
it's like, I'm done. Man, I'm kind of bored of Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which I still freaking love that game, and I have no shame in admitting that.
Yeah.
That game was fun. But I mean, I had a Game Boy, so.
That was the first Nintendo system I owned.
There's one game I played for there's a lot of good RPGs on the Super Nintendo as well. I mean, there's like Final Fantasy VI, which they call Final Fantasy 3, but it's 6. It's still
that whole numbering system is ridiculous.
Yes, because they didn't release a lot of games into the U.S. Like a bunch of them were released in Japan. They said screw the U.S. But I enjoyed those series, and Link to the Past, another great game for the Super Nintendo. And that's just it. Like Nintendo saved the gaming industry.
Yeah, literally.
They saved the gaming industry, and here these so-called gamers bitching about a Star Fox game. And I'm going to put it like this, where it all started from. It started from the whole Allison Wrap thing. I think that's the reason why they're bitching about Star Fox. They all are.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that's definitely...
Good luck boycotting Nintendo. I mean, they're like one of the biggest fucking names in the industry. They'll get fucking laughed at.
I mean, recently they made dumbass decisions and stuff. Satoru Iwata, I mean, yes, he's dead, and I show a lot of respect for some of his accomplishments, but just recently, over the past years, he's made, right before his death, a couple years before his death, he with like the Wii U and the Wii itself, they made quite a few dumb decisions and lost a lot of respect. Yes, the Wii sold 100 million copies, I think, or 100 million units, but let's just face it, it sold 100 million units, but it diminished Nintendo's respect.
Yeah, like a lot of the people I know that had the original Wii, they bought it just for the novelty of having a couple of games for it, and then it just became a paperweight. Like went back to England to hang out with my mates there, they had one that was just covered in dust, and they're like, do you want to play? They're like, do you want to play Sega Bass Fishing on the Sega Dreamcast? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to play that game. Or we could play the Wii.
And I'm good with the old
controllers,
games.
mate. Yeah,
Same
get that
thing.
shit going.
Just Nintendo is Nintendo lost a lot of respect, not because the whole Alice Wrap thing or any of that bullshit. I'm not caring about that at all. I don't care about Alice Wrap or anything like that. That's done and over with, and they should all let that thing die. But they're not going to. They're going to continue it up, and I'm hoping Nintendo drops giving these dumbasses review copies because they're going to poorly review your games from now on because of this. I think it's happening. That's why Polygon did that.
I mean, are the control issues a legitimate issue? I mean, I understand.
No, everybody else, I've seen videos and stuff. It doesn't look like controller issues are the problem.
Okay, so they're just a bunch of pussies then. All right, gotcha. Because if this was an actual problem, then they were technically doing their jobs. But because they're just
the ones that are saying this? Websites are saying this?
Mm-hmm.
Forbes, Time, ABC News, Polygon.
I'm tired of hearing that shit from them.
Yes, they don't matter. Nintendo, they don't matter. They're not your audience. We are.
Yeah.
People that read them, people that read Polygon, they're not into gaming. It's just news agencies that use them for whenever they're talking about the video game industry. They don't care about the gaming industry. They don't care about any of this stuff. Like, they try killing us off so many different times, and we just give them the middle finger and get right back up every time they kick us down. Jack Thompson, for instance, Hillary Clinton.
Fuck Hillary Clinton.
Recently, and now recently Anita Sarkeesian.
I want to show you guys something because you had mentioned NBC, and this was actually in a recent Alonzo Around video, and so you're gonna see screenception for a split second here, and then this. This was in one of his videos. Just read.
School too easy for. Oh God.
Yep.
School too easy for kids.
NBC. This happened.
So when did we finish with School 1?
I know, right? I saw that. And okay, this is the part that I was talking about earlier. I saw this, rage quit, and all I did was laugh for a good 5 minutes. Not just at the stupidity, but at Ty's reaction as well.
It had to give me a second. It had to take me a minute just to get what that meant. And it's like, oh, they did the number 2. What dumbasses!
This is our news. This is our media, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we get our. These are the people we get our current events from.
What a bunch of idiots. Oh man, yeah.
I don't even care about current events anymore. I'm more interested in like future events. I want my cyborg arms and shit.
Oh yeah, but
right.
Where's my hoverboard?
Yeah.
I'm playing Star Fox tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm not. I think it might be tomorrow, but if it's Tuesday, that's fine. I'm gonna give out and tell you guys what it actually is, how good it actually is or not, and I'm waiting for that to come out. So when I get Star Fox Zero, I'll say if we could I'll be the one to say if you're able to disable those motion controls, which I hate motion controls. They've been in there in a lot of games, like if you've ever played Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on the Wii U, they literally force you to have the motion controls when you try to.
Yeah, that took a little getting used to.
Yeah, I was doing it and stuff, and I was playing like Twilight Princess on the Wii U, just the Wii U version, and it's like, oh, they have like 2-stick controllers, now they won't force this, and it's like, oh no, you still have to move the camera around as well. You use the stick to move, but if you move the controller or stick anyway, I think it's just, I don't know if it would be for the Pro Pad, but I know it's for the Game Pad. I don't know about the Pro controller.
Well, I mean, we were talking about this before, everyone kind of showed up before we started. The thing is, I kind of expect a little bit of confusion going from one button layout to another because, let's be honest here, compared to the controllers that we have nowadays, the ones for the N64 were weird. You had your little, stick that was like right in the middle of the controller.
Oh yeah. But back
Yeah.
then, we really
I
had.
hate- I hate the games that actually force you to use the stick, the Z trigger, but both the
Yeah.
fucking other triggers and the D-pad. There's only a couple that do it, but they're fucking infuriating to play. Just like,
Yep.
why? I'm not fucking pressing this over here when I have to press this over here.
Mhm.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it took me a little bit of getting used to when I first started playing in 64 back when I was in high school. But I mean, I
But
finally got the hang of it, and that's why I have no problem with it.
Nintendo
analog sticks now.
did analog stick, but it was Sony that actually designed the first ever layout of how a controller should really look.
Yeah.
Like, their dual
There's a reason why. Yeah, there's a reason why other controllers have taken basically the same layout, because this one works.
To be fair, they did nick it from
Nintendo,
the.
and they're like, you know what, I could copy that, and they put the vibration system in their controller. It's like, you don't even have much.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of girls really like that feature.
There's analog sticks, like they're measured specifically for her pleasure.
Oh no, there are actually like I've seen people make and try to sell like add-ons for that kind of thing. It's like, sorry, if I'm sitting here playing a video game, you know, something going on in that region is probably going to be really freaking distracting, and I'm going to keep dying, and it's just going to piss me off.
Can I actually complain about the Wii U controllers real quick? Because I've only just started using
Go
them.
for it.
Right? Okay, cool. So I've been playing fucking. I don't know if this is problem with the Wii games as well. Fucking, I've been playing.
Frozen? I think we lost you.
She froze. She's frozen. Yep, she's frozen.
Frozen.
Frozen's binary is now frozen binary.
Oh my god.
Frozen. Okay.
She'll be back in a minute.
But yeah, what do you think about this? So Star Fox, it's an easier than hell game to learn. It really is. The learning curve for Star Fox isn't that much of a.
I can't say anything about it because I've never really played any of the Star Fox Zero games. All I know is what you guys have told me about it. So I mean, I can't really say anything about that. As far as the guy though, on the bright side, he can't be any worse than that one guy that was at that what was it, Rock Band or Guitar Hero party, and was just bitching about the party the entire time.
Yes, he was talking about like why.
At least he's not doing that.
No,
Credit
but
where it's due.
he's still poorly reviewing games and stuff.
Oh no, I agree 100%.
Either you guys never have. Nintendo should be telling Polygon this. Never ever have that guy ever review any of our games again, because this is the second time he did this. Frozen left.
You gotta realize something. That's kind of a PR thing.
Yeah.
This is the PR's mistake of letting them do this, because you have to realize Nintendo doesn't they don't give out reviews. They let the PR companies help them give out the reviews.
Yeah,
'cause
but
that's how it works in
Nintendo could tell them
California.
Nintendo could fix that though.
We don't know. We don't know how things are ran in there, so
Well,
I really can't say
according
anything.
to Michael, he goes to a PR company to review the Nintendo games. And that PR company happens to run a lot of the stuff that they do for Nintendo. Yeah.
Oh.
I knew this would come in handy sometime.
Yes, the
So you're
Wii
binary
controller.
pros now.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, I can rant about this shit now, finally. Just real quick. Yeah, these buttons aren't very fucking convenient to press. I end up pressing the middle one all the time. All the fucking time, by accident. And these, what the fuck is this deal? Why are they not side on instead of this way? Like, it's infuriating to play with a nunchuck.
That's Nintendo for you.
Sorry,
They try doing things their own way, and
Omegan wants you to buy him dinner first.
Oh, to fuck me in the ass? Yeah.
Oh, and hi, Glebs.
Well, I do have the money for it. I've been busy this week.
I was gonna mention that. I was like, holy crap, hey. Hey, Glebs, you want in? Oh, Megan, you want in too?
To the stream, not my asshole.
Yes, to the stream. Oh, God. I should have, I didn't even think about that until, like, right after you said something, like, oh, shit. I should have worded that better.
Yeah.
You guys went in on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure I don't have you on Skype.
I can send him.
Okay. I'm not logged in on Skype, so if you could send them both the link, I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna grab a smoke real quick. I will be right back.
I have to remember how to use
Oh
the
my
internet.
god. I just find it hilarious. So these are, oh man. The whole thing with Star Fox. You played Star Fox, right, Frozen?
I haven't played Star Fox Zero, but I've played pretty much all of the other ones.
Previous.
Oh yeah. I was actually gonna have oh shit, I linked the wrong thing. Fucking copy link address. Oh, that might be the actual link. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say when you play Star Fox Zero, can you answer a question that someone had for me, which was if they should buy Star Fox 3D 64 or Star Fox Zero? Because I was like, I fucking
64 is fun. I like 3D 64. It's still a little it's still a little hard with the 3DS stick and stuff, but it's a fun game. But I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't even know why.
It's
I don't
not
even know why they complained about the dogfight thing. That was the one thing that was fun about the N64 version of it.
Oh yeah, that's why I would recommend it over.
And they took, and you know what? We should be grateful. You know why? They took and they got rid of the running on the ground and shooting thing like they did in the other two freaking GameCube games. Assault and, yeah. It's like, run around the map and shoot everything. Your only hope type of thing. The Asteroids. Screw that. I hated that game. And I hated Adventures even more. But you know what? Star Fox is an easy-to-learn game. The learning curve in the previous Star Fox games are very, very short, like 5-10 minutes.
Even in the what was it Dinosaur Planet one, when they changed the IP of that to be Star Fox, it was still really easy to learn that game. That was actually one of the complaints about it. It was just too fucking easy.
The only good thing about it was that final duel with Andross. That was the only good thing. The rest is just. I hope Andross is in this game and that it's not an add-on. You know one of the Star Fox games that was surprisingly good was Command for the DS. I got that one. The Star Fox Command for the DS. It was more of a strategy game than anything else. It was actually a really good one too. You were fighting an army called Angler.
Does the IP lend itself well to the strategy environment? Because that's kind of.
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay.
It basically, like how it goes is there's like a little map of the area and stuff, and you move. It's kind of like turn-based strategy where you move your character certain, and kind of like how Total War or Civilization does, where you just move it a certain distance, and then the enemy gets a certain amount of moves or fuel, basically. Then you run into them, and you're trying to protect the Great Fox from being hit by these guys and destroyed. So basically, you're just trying to protect the Great Fox. So you're basically in a long battle with these enemies, and long story short, you're just moving, and when you hit them, you get into battle. You either chase a missile down and shoot it, or you get in this fight and take out the enemies.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to send Glebs the link. Sorry. Oh, thanks for the hints, Omega, on the Wii Fit. Now I know the hidden workout method.
You are so welcome. Do you have any idea how
Want to know?
No, my 25-year-old obese sister has a Wii Fit, and basically she found out that instead of running on the thing for the Wii to realize that she was running, she sat down and did the hand job motion and thought that was working. She didn't know, though, that that's what she was doing until I took a video of it and was laughing my ass off at her.
Oh my god, man. Oh.
I'm gonna have some strong ass.
So innocent.
Oh god.
Highly amusing.
Yes. We need more videos of
I
that.
hate those controllers.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
All it leads to is women playing it, and the highest demographic are women that are owning those things.
I
Really strong wrist.
Yeah, with really strong. Yeah, you want to date those chicks. I mean, don't play games with them. Just wait till afterwards. Sexy time.
Yep. If you go to a girl's house and she has a Wii, you know you're in for a good time.
Yeah. You also know that you may have a case of RX. You may find Joseph. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, because they always have to have that up and down jerk motion with the.
You may find they also have repetitive strain injuries. So, just
yeah.
It's like those shake weights. It's like those shake weights.
Oh, have you seen this curling for Wii or Wii U where they did this? Is that not like?
Yeah, I've seen that. It's fucking
Oh,
epic.
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I made the
Oh,
joke
that's-
about the whole, come on Mario, give me those gold coins, and they just jerk it up and down. I can imagine doing that.
Oh god.
I was on stream with you. I was on stream with Glebs and I was playing the Wii Fit, and I fucking as we started, I was playing the golf, and it looked like looked very suspect. I was like, just to be clear, I'm not taking a piss live on stream. I'm playing golf. You can only see right above where my fucking skirt was.
Oh my god.
You were having a slash. Just admit it.
Well, I could do both. I can multitask.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Best game ever.
10 out of 10 would bang.
Yeah.
Oh my
Everyone
god.
buys me dinner first.
I thought we had that conversation already.
I wasn't in the conversation.
So, Omega Glebs, you are. What's your opinion on Star Fox Zero's review of Polygon Day?
Well, the trio only caught a part of. I haven't seen the review itself, but I've caught some of the parts you cited, and it's.
Oh god.
Well, do you have a link? Because I want to take a look. But so far, I see that someone had one job, and they managed to.
One job.
It's Polygon. What do you expect?
Yeah, of course.
I should have.
Video games are stupid, of course, according to them.
Wow.
Make Dark Souls easier for plebs.
Yeah, oh,
Star Fox shows everything bad about game design.
Current video game controllers are too hard for the women's.
Oh, the poor oppressed women's.
Oh my god.
Shit.
well, this happens when what happens when people who don't like something decide to make their career on this something.
You know,
It's like-
that's what cheat codes were made. Were invented.
I know, right?
And it's like they never bothered to use cheat codes before.
There's an invincibility mode in Star Fox Zero, if remember.
Yes, it's so funny too. It's like, you know what? You know what the invincibility mode reminds me of? Mass Effect 3. You know what's in Mass Effect 3? That mode.
I
There
don't
it is.
actually. I played the second one, the first one.
Video games.
Be careful. That's like Mass Effect 3 is like an insult in some gaming circles.
No, I
You just
remember.
brought up something, say Mass Effect 3.
Even on easy mode for Mass Effect 2, it's like it was still a tough game. It was still a tough game. You had to had to go into cover because if you didn't, you're dead.
I just hated the you have to get like something percentage, but you have to go online to fight online just so you can amp up your percentage to have a great ending. And you find out that great ending was a piece of crap.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you were playing with the people online, and they're just the biggest dumbasses ever because.
Well, there were some that do not like me. There are some that do not like me online, especially when because they keep kicking me out of the group, and I don't really give a fuck about them. I just want to play, and yet they always got to get upset about something that I done wrong. Like, okay, I suck at the
Sure they
game.
don't work at
but at the
Polygon?
yeah, they get upset. They get butthurt because I'm playing.
Up to freaking who? It's
And I
good, anyone can play.
actually played on Platinum when they added that mode, and I actually tried it out. And I even survived Gold mode. And yet these motherfuckers kicked me out because I survived Gold mode.
Sounds to
Because
me
I
like you're
figured-
pressing them.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta check your
You triggered him.
non-pleb, your elite privilege.
I know,
Gold
right?
privilege.
It's like the patriarchy. He's got a whole mode made of gold. Fucking rich white male.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you know how hard it is to get go into the modes that they have right there, and you
Oh, I
try to
bet.
survive one of the modes, and you can actually beat it, the wave after wave, and you have to survive it. That's how bad that game is sometimes. And I tried playing those modes, even if I try to get even trying to get the guns and the classes for it. Oh man, it's not easy.
I imagine.
Yeah, I'm getting gameplay footage up just because I know YouTube doesn't give a shit about this game, so I'm doing it right now. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so like final thoughts on Star Fox Zero being like anything you want to say to Arthur, guys, aka
Alright.
Fuck
Arthur-
you!
count.
Arthur, you should have just read the instructions if they had any. If they didn't, then you should have done the tutorial mode.
You couldn't even get past the fucking tutorial mode. That's your biggest
Oh my
issue.
God.
He
Take
seriously
the,
didn't.
take the tampon out of your ass and try again.
I'm reading Arthur's little review here. It's
God.
utter shit.
And I archived it because of that. It's like
You should all install this extension if you use Google Chrome. It's called
He
UG
did.
Blocker.
Well, I did talk to one person that confirmed that the controls were an issue, but they were not really that bad.
well, you know what I
That's
did? How I went to this account? I went to my ad block. How I got the archive? I went to my ad block one, and I just am like, okay, I'm going to my ad block browser, and I pulled it up there on Polygon. I pulled up Polygon, found the review, then went to archive and put there.
I'm
So
playing
don't
Jungle
get
if you're
it.
playing that.
Click. There you are, Nurgle.
Nurgle.
Now your
Finally
turn.
here.
Finally.
Thoughts on Arthur Guys, guy that loves suicide girls.
Arthur, guys, you talking about that Goonie Beard piece of shit?
Yep, that Goonie Beard piece of shit.
What the fuck's that moron done now?
We're talking
something
about
else,
Star
dude.
Fox.
Oh. Well, he's too goddamn lazy to even play the fucking game, for one. He's a fucking piece of shit. Hypocrite motherfucker. I guess I don't understand his whole
He couldn't even, dude, he
against
couldn't even get
boobs
to
in
the
a game.
tutorial. He
Well-
couldn't even get to the tutorial mode.
You know, here's the one thing that I remember. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't this game given a invincibility mode
Mhm.
because it's too hard? So
Oh my God.
he wasn't even. He couldn't even bother to turn on the option for invincibility. Are you fucking kidding me?
And he said
Tutorial mode. This is, and I'm going to say one last thing before I ask for others' final thoughts on this. This is one last thing I got to say for my final thought. Tutorial mode is not hard. If you die on tutorial mode, you are the worst gamer in history.
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't say that you're the. No, actually, I take that back. You are the worst gamer in history if you can't even get through a tutorial. It just comes to show he couldn't even be bothered to play the fucking game. It comes to show exactly what the fuck is wrong with Polygon and why the damn site needs to burn in hell and why it needs to fucking die. Because it's how can you even call yourself a video game site if you can't even fucking review a game because you're too goddamn lazy to get through the tutorial? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I
Not
mean,
only
you
that,
had you had a guy who bitched about Rock Band or Guitar Hero at the party without even
he
playing
was
it.
acting like a total snob by the looks of it. He was like, I was talking about Filipino politics and.
why the fuck are you discussing Filipino politics for one? What the fuck? What is fucking interesting about Filipino fucking politics?
According to
Who
my
knows?
dad's wife, not much.
Well, maybe it'd be interesting for the
Either.
maybe it's interesting for their very strong Filipino audience.
I'm like, all I hear about Filipino politics is corruption and
Yes, it's like
It's just something.
So wait,
Pacquiao.
if that's all they're talking about, then of course he's into that kind of thing. Of course he is.
Look, I had this theory. This is exactly what I've always said, and I don't have any evidence to truly. Well, I guess you could say all the stupid video game articles where they try to push politics and bullshit in it. Now, my idea is that these fucking journalists, they are people that aspire, that want it to be something completely different. They're not happy with the fact that they write for video games, and they refuse to try to excel beyond that and put the effort it takes to actually go into being a real fucking journalist and actually go to other publications where they can talk about this kind of shit and the politics. So they go, well, I have to show that I'm important too to all the other journalists, and I have to impress them by pushing politics and sexism and all this other horrible, retarded garbage in these video game articles that nobody fucking wants to fucking read because nobody gives a flying fuck about the politics of a fucking game like Fallout 3. We just want to play the fucking game. Why the fuck do you think Jed Whittaker got so much shit for Dead or Alive Extreme 3? Because he couldn't even be bothered to play the fucking game. The whole article that he wrote in review of it was, one, paid for his own fucking money, so he only has himself to blame for the stupidity that he dealt with, and two, he's fucking gay, so why in the fuck are you even playing this game if you're gonna talk and bitch about boobs? You knew what the fuck you were getting in the first fucking place. And three, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Damn, Nerdle, tell us how you really feel.
It's been a long day,
I can tell.
understand.
and my headphones broke, so I'm having to hold them in place in order to talk to you guys.
R.I.P. Nurgle's headphones.
Yeah, well, yeah, part of it broke, so I got a new set coming in the mail, but sadly I'm gonna have to deal with this garbage until I fucking get my new set.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's funny as hell though. Just the whole thing with the whole thing with this loser. He's just. I don't even know anymore with these guys. What's with the SJWism attitude?
I'll just let him rot, dude. Just let him rot.
Look,
Yeah.
the SJW narrative, the whole Gamergate is harassment, all that shit's about to end anyway because we have Candace Owens who's just not giving the fuck up.
You know what?
At
We were
all.
talking. No, we were talking about. We were actually talking about that before we went live, and I do kind of want to talk about that today.
We're talking about that next.
What you want to talk about?
Awesome.
About the fact that I would love to marry Candace Owens because of the shit she's been saying on Twitter?
Oh my God, no. Okay, I want to say any negative thing I might have said about if you ever hear, if she ever hears this, any negative thing I said about you and your side, I am sorry. You know,
Yeah.
I saw it from, you know, in our defense, we've seen this kind of shit leveled at us repeatedly for almost 2 years now.
Mhm.
We heard, you came out, you were saying something similar to what we'd heard time and time again, but I think a lot of us kind of jumped the gun as far as that goes, and there's no
Judge
excuse
the
for
book by
that.
its cover.
It's
Yeah,
not,
and I apologize for that.
it's
I
not so
legitimately
much.
do.
Well, it's not so much that some of us jumped the gun. I didn't jump the gun on Social Autopsy. I dug deep into it before I really, really put out my fucking opinions on this thing. Like, I dug really deep into it, and
Here's
I couldn't see any good coming out of this site regardless, so I will say it, I do not have any, I'm not fond of the site that they wanted to create. I think it's a bad idea, and I see it being an open door for more harassment and more garbage that's going to come out.
That's what I sent. That's the message I sent to them, and I agree. It just opens a Pandora's box of bullshit,
I'm
basically.
not saying I agree with the site. I'm apologizing for what I may have said about her as a person. I disagree
see
with
that.
the site too. No, I disagree with the site too. I also still think it's a bad idea. But her as a person, if I said anything negative about her as a person,
Well, I mean, and I said multiple theories. Like, I mean, I guess I'm kind of tooting my own horn when I say, okay, I said some of this in my rant video about it. I straight up said, you know, part of the reason why it seems that the Blue Horror and the Owl is very angry at her about this site is because they know for a fact that them and all their little friends and the shit that they pull is going to get put on that site first thing. We all know that's going to happen. I think that's part of the reason why they were pretty freaked out about this. And the other reason they're freaked out about it is because Candace Owens is not part of their clique. She's not towing that narrative, not caring about what other people have to say. And fucking so they can't buy her off. They can't scare her, intimidate her, anything. The woman has not shut up since.
yeah, I mean, credit where it's due. She came directly to us and asked, "Okay, what's this whole thing about? I want to hear it from you guys."
Yep, and I give her credit for that. She wants to know. She's not like the media. The media didn't even do that. She asked, and the media never did when they covered Gamergate. It's like,
yeah, because they didn't know any better. They didn't even know what we were.
Well,
I
and
don't
that's
think
the
they
thing.
cared. That's the thing. They didn't
See,
give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, is there's so much evidence backing up the claims, and the fact that Zoe and Harper did torpedo this website's Kickstarter and did destroy it. And the reason why, I mean, I'm looked into it, and listening to the interviews, reading the article or the blog that she put out about it, and I'll straight up say, the reason why she has not let up on it and is not giving into the narrative and all that shit is because that Kickstarter was just to get the last of the money they needed. The rest of it was money that her and her family and her friends pitched in already.
See, I didn't know about all that.
Get for it. Like, a lot of the money already that she had for the site and the project was her personal money. That's why she's not letting up. That's why she's going, she's seeking legal routes and all that shit, is because she's pissed off that she lost all of her own money in this because these two little bitches wouldn't shut the fuck up. And then Jesse Signal has made it even worse. And if he's going to end up getting the raw end of a deal pretty soon too, because of the bullshit that he pulled with it.
See, say what you will about Ralph, but did you guys hear that interview he did with her?
He did a very good article. Really interview with her.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed his interview, and this is coming from someone who doesn't really get along with Ralph all that much. That doesn't really agree with a lot of what he says, but I will give credit where it's due. That was Ethan. That was a damn good piece you put out there.
I don't care much for Ralph personally. Okay, I think Ralph is a good guy. He really is a cool guy, and I've had him on my stream before, and he's just an all-around good guy. Now, I don't care for his articles and his writing when it's attacking people, like his stuff that he did about Cult of Vivian and all that. That's the stuff I don't care for. I honestly, and I've told him this, I was like, your hit pieces are insane, and I think it's bad. But when he actually covers news, when he actually attacks a story, he does a very good job covering it somewhat even on a neutral ground, and also keeping it entertaining. Like the whole Candace Owens thing. He puts his opinion out there, but he also tells you what the fuck was going on and what happened. Unlike what you see with most fucking journalists today, who just fucking spin whatever goddamn garbage narrative they can. And he did a great job with that interview with her. I was actually surprised that he got her on there.
So am I, and this is coming from, he himself has called his site a tabloid. And a self-described tabloid is doing a far better job at actually getting the news out there than actual quote-unquote news outlets.
It's a sad fucking day, is it not?
I know, right?
And this was, mind you, this was internet drama. This is, here's the thing that I had an issue with Candace Owens about. The only issue that I had, it wasn't a problem because I knew for a fact that thing was going to end in a lawsuit. And the problem is that people got overzealous and upset about it. Even Tyler Valle was upset about it, thinking that we were siding with her. And the truth is, we're not siding with her. We sympathize what happened to her.
Yes,
because it's happened to a lot of us.
It's happened to us a lot, and
yet he thinks it's a hypocritical thing. Look, I don't agree with her, but the fact is, she shouldn't have been attacked for it.
And then what Tyler Valle has been saying, putting out like the stuff he's been saying. Consistency is important and that kind of shit. It's just like I'm getting sick of this.
Yeah, consistency is important, but we're not defending her here because of the site. We're defending her because she got attacked just like a lot of others have.
Well, it's not only that. Like I said, the site, I see nothing but problems coming from it, and the reason being is, okay, they did the right thing with what they were doing. Like, I looked into it. Candace was not wanting to post addresses, and the only thing she was willing to do with it was attach a real name to an online harasser's alias, which, fine, that's going to happen with a site like this. I didn't like the idea that it was for the creation of or being created, for the use of employers when they're wanting to research people. But the problem that I really saw with it is, it's not hard to take a real name and attach an address to it. It's not hard to take that real name, throw it in Google, or pay a little bit of money and get a background search done on somebody and find out where they really are from.
Sure.
If they come in and
where
get
they
you a
live.
token regular Joe Schmo down the street.
I mean, and I said it like this before. Worst case scenario, somebody's going to get hunted down and murdered.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, somebody's going to get the shit beat out of them.
They had this problem in England with the fucking I forget which fucking shithole fucking media outlets was. Basically, a bunch of people got named as pedophiles, and problem is not everyone on there was a pedophile, so a bunch of people got the shit kicked out for no reason.
Yep.
Is that,
Yeah.
Operation U-Tree, or is that something else?
Well, I
Might have
mean-
been. It was a while back though.
Well, look what happened not too long ago. It was in New York. It was what website was it? Gawker that did it actually.
Yeah.
They posted that list of all the gun
Oh
owners
yeah,
in New
I
York.
remember that.
They were registered
All the legal
gun
gun owners. And the big, oh yeah, I remember that. The big comment was this woman saying, "Hey, my stalker that I had that after so many years of him coming after me, I finally got away from him. You just gave him my full address. He's coming after me again."
Exactly, and that's what's ridiculous about it, and that's why I said I disagree with Social Autopsy. Like, she tried to do it the right way, and I applaud her for trying to do it in an ethical manner. She wasn't trying to put anybody as targets, but that's what eventually would have happened anyway.
Yeah,
So,
we all-
and she probably understands that now, because she was really not privy to what Gamergate was and what was going on with Randy and Zoe Quinn. And a lot of people seem to forget that Gamergate, social justice warriors, and all this shit is not a popular thing. No, outside of us, most people have no fucking clue what it is. They never looked it up. They never read about it. They didn't know anything about it until they just sent in a Google search.
No, I look at just recently with what's his name, Ice-T. He said, "What is
Yeah,
Gamergate?"
on the 1-year anniversary of Gamergate, no less. He asked us what it was.
Yeah, he did not know what it was either. He was like, I'm getting all these fucking hateful comments about the shit that I did on fucking Law and Order. I don't even know what the fuck this is about.
And once he found out, he basically was like, "Gamers, ignore these idiots. They're always going to be against you. Just do what you do."
Well,
He did
and that is also what really showed what type of person Zoe Quinn and Randy Harper were, because when Zoe was speaking with Candace, according to Candace's interview and her vlog, when she was speaking to her, all Zoe did was boast about, "Oh, well, you know who I am." You don't know who I am? How do you not know who I am? I'm an important person. I was the ringleader of being
I'm the most
harassed,
hated
blah, blah, blah.
person in
I'm the
Gamergate.
victim here I'm the original victim of Gamergate
I
and
mean,
all
for
this.
fuck's sake, from what she said, it was even in Zoe's email signature.
Exactly. Like, when she got into what's even funnier is when she got into the whole thick of the Gamergate thing, like, Candace went off and was like, "Okay, after that interview, all that harassment came from gamers and Gamergate, right?" And the funny thing is, she goes, "Well, obviously Zoe Quinn's the leader of Gamergate." That's why all of us were laughing. Like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? You're joking, right? It can't be.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, no.
And they tried to turn Jamie Walton and Candace Owens against each other, and now they're working together. I'm going.
I love that, by the way.
It's
Just,
like,
you know, this further goes into something we were saying earlier. We don't have to point out any of the dumb shit they do. We just go, we can just go, you want the platform? Here you go. I'll even help you up on it.
Yep. Just talk a bunch of shit and let everyone know how fucking insane you are. Right? Thank you.
well, like, my favorite thing about it is, it's like, you know, you've pulled in Jamie Walton again. You've pulled Candace Owens again. You know, two people that seriously don't give a fuck and actually seem to have the money to sue your ass. How many more fucking women? How many women are you going to pull into this who actually have some smidge of power that can shut you down?
Oh,
Like,
and I
big
mean, from
hints
what I
about it.
understand, Cadence is looking into the the legal side of this, and I'm thinking, I kind of have to wonder about that supposed movie about Zoe Quinn now.
She's got something. She really has something that
She's
could be pushed.
tried so hard to keep that victimhood bucks into place.
when you say she's got something, I can only think of how many cures are out there for shit that she might have.
Well, what I'm meaning is Candace Owens definitely has. She may actually have some smidge of a case. You know, it depends on the laws of the state she's had. It also depends on the cyberbullying laws. But with all the evidence that she has so far about them torpedoing this this Kickstarter campaign, she might actually be able to pursue some legal route against them. She might even be able to pursue a legal route against New York Magazine and Jesse Signal for that fucked up article.
And from what I understand today.
Yeah, I saw that. How is that going, by the way?
Pretty well. It had almost half the signatures it needed when I last looked, which is
how much did it need? Like 1,000?
It had 500 when I did it.
Yeah, it had around about 500 as well, and it needed I think 1,000. So.
Actually, let me bring up my links because I was gonna do another rant video, you know, covering this, and I was like, you know what? Let it marinate for another fucking week because I have a feeling it's gonna get crazier.
Oh yeah.
It seems like it's just gonna get nuts. Okay, let's see here. I've got the link right here. Let me see.
Well, guys, it's been fun, but I need to take off. So, everyone have a great night, and nice talking to you guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.
Nice talking to you. You have a good one.
Bye. See you later.
593 signatures is where it's at right now.
Okay, so it's got quite a few more.
Yeah, and there's this other one that was put out that got like 30-some-odd thousand signatures for another case, another petition. Oh no, it was the Sargon of Akkad thing. That's the one I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah, the other
that one's like 30,000 some odd.
Yeah,
I don't even know. All I did was I was talking to Bumblebee and I talked to somebody else, and all I said was I read the petition, and I feel that they needed to clarify a little bit more and well define what a social justice warrior course is. Because it just didn't clarify it for me. I mean, they're like, oh, well, you just watch this video, I'm like, okay, anybody else that comes to this is not going to know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, they're going to want an elevator pitch.
And they're not going to want to filter through hours of that crap.
Yep. Yeah, and they just want an explanation. It's not like we're trying to hurt you, discredit
I gotta go, guys, so I'll talk to you later.
What could be defined as social justice courses?
I've been in 3 streams today with people talking about this. I still don't care.
I understand.
No offense to Teddy. I just, when I hear it, I think there are so many different people argue. Like every stream I've been in, there's been about 10 people in each stream, and they've all been essentially just talking over each other, like that Woolly Bumblebee stream. I had no idea what anyone was saying because there was no order at all.
Yeah.
I have no idea what people are thinking. Oh, I did in the last one I was in. They were arguing about somebody wanted free education, and I was thinking there is no such thing as free education. And she's from the UK, and I'm thinking, I'm sorry, you look at your council tax bill. We pay education our entire lives. Okay, higher education, you have an argument, but it's not subsidised by the government, so you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, it comes from somewhere. It doesn't just. It's not the perpetual education machine, for fuck's sake.
Well, maybe it should be.
Dun, Bernie 26.
Somebody was talking about wanting a degree in Klingon. I was thinking, okay, now I actually have to ask, where are you, other than Star Trek conventions, where the fuck are you going to apply a PhD or degree in Klingon, you patak?
Oh God.
Well, it's still more useful than gender studies degree.
Yes, it is.
Actually, I think there is some interesting facts in gender studies, but because it's been completely sort of taken over by feminism, it's just utterly fucking stupid now.
No,
but I don't think
studies is originally designed for. Grandpa Ralph told me about this one. It's originally designed for it's designed as like a complement almost for classes. Like for instance, you could have if you're going for like it's like for certain types of jobs, like social worker or something like that. You need to have it. That would help. It wouldn't. You don't need it, but it will help.
That's what Woolly Bumblebee was saying in the stream that she did. She was like, "Oh yeah, I had to take gender studies courses to prepare myself for the thing. It was actually relevant to what she was working on as a social worker." Oh, what the fuck? I'm getting raped here. Not the way I like. Megon, save me. Use Moistianity.
Buy me dinner first.
Moistianity. Moistianity, that's funny.
Yeah.
Still haven't got the 10 tenants.
I agree.
I started.
Yeah, I didn't catch
It's
any of that,
okay.
mate.
I still haven't got the
Are
10
you from-
commandments yet.
You're from the same spaceship
Got
as,
them.
as Jessica. Have you been abducted and probed?
He does have the he does have the tentacles, so probably.
Oh, it's our inside joke. 1 hour. God damn it, my
It
Kikolitis
will
kicking in.
Inside.
It's one of our regulars
Oh, yeah.
is an space alien.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Mario. Get wrecked.
I actually got my first abuse from somebody saying I was a vernaculous ripoff, and I thought I'm not that level of intelligence. You dumb cunt. Different type of intelligence. How about that?
Different type of...
Just that whole thing with the gender studies thing. And yes, gender studies, according to like Lauren Southern of how it's been going nowadays, it's a dumb thing. It's a dumb class anymore these
Well,
days.
it's when it's called women in gender studies. You think, why? It's gender studies.
What do they think they're going to accomplish with gender studies? What do they think they're going to? Kind of job do they think they're going to get?
Oh,
I assume the world's best burger flippers.
I talked to someone on YouTube who said that gender studies is like totally legit, and you have to be almost a polymath to finish it. It's like philosophy and stuff like that, and it's also awesome and prepares you for life and stuff like that. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, dude, why don't you just sign up for fucking the indoctrination of gender studies, mate? Sounds like an elevator pitch to me.
Besides the fact that you have to know a lot of stuff to pass it doesn't mean it's legit, because you have to know a lot of stuff to be a professional astrologer or something. Astrologer.
You have to know a lot of stuff to be a professional rapist too, dude. I mean, doesn't mean we teach rape in school.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they teach that in gender studies about the description of rape.
Yeah, I'm very well aware.
Women as a class do not rape. I still don't know what that meant.
They also teach statistics of what women do and what women can't do. It's like, that's weird.
Not what stuff that women do. How dare you?
Yeah,
That's
like
something-
facts.
Yes.
Yeah, because I used to remember people discussing this shit. It's like they talk about statistics, and I'm like, okay.
Statistics of percent of women getting their periods, or some shit like that. What the fuck kind of statistics are they showing? But there's something that women do, right? I'm not being stupid.
Yeah, and they also talk about because it's like an alternate version of sociology.
Well, sociology is already poisoned by social justice nonsense. I mean, this sociological definition of racism as power plus privilege, and I'm keeping shilling this account, but there's someone on Twitter called Real Peer Review, and whoever that is, well, this person publishes, finds the dumbest studies which actually passed peer review, and well, mostly in sociology and other stuff, and just, you can read it and facepalm all day, because, well, let me see what's there, you know.
Peer review is only as good as the peers that review it, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the creationists getting their own fucking peer review. It's like, we have peer review, and it's like, yeah, but you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots.
This is the fact. Some people think that peer review is some kind of a holy grail or something, because it's like people don't know what it is, but they know it's good. So one idiot asked me to provide peer-reviewed evidence
by peers of people with PhDs and all this other shit. And it's like,
yeah. They hear the word peer and review, and they kind of miss out the rest of the whole thing. They just kind of oversimplify it. Like when I do my peer reviews with programmers, we actually go through and I have to. It's very clearly explained why I'm a fucking dipshit, right? And go fix my fucking code, and never fucking show your face in our shop again.
Yeah,
Seems
usually,
about fair.
usually most people would say just talk about it, but then again they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, it's more like you want them to grade your paper,
Sure.
asking you. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like most people would say the writing's bad, bad point right there. Plus you need to source another. That's pretty much what it is too.
Sure.
Like bad grammar, because heck, I remembered a lot of people who wrote books were like, this guy needs to rewrite this.
Speaking of bad grammar, have you heard that nowadays correcting someone's grammar is racist? Yeah, there was this video
I have horrible grammar.
from someone who works for The Guardian, obviously.
Yeah.
God, why wouldn't they just die? All right, look, seriously, not being funny. Just if everyone in that fucking newspaper just died, I wouldn't give a single fuck.
Oh. Yeah, well, The Guardian and which is Independent is even worse, much worse. Guardian is cancer and Independent is Ebola AIDS.
Yeah, and double AIDS means it's triple the STDs.
Wait, how does that go? How's the math of this work? Fuck. We need some peer review on our fucking STD math.
Yeah.
Get Zoe Quinn.
It
She's a fucking professor in this field.
Yes, she is. Yeah, she's an expert in immunology. Yes, unfortunately,
Want to know what she has? Ask
she
the
got
five guys.
Oh, fuck.
Arthur Geist must learn. Unfortunately, I bet in England they'll probably do. You're required to learn. You're required to have a permit to have sex with. I have a feeling the government might do that someday.
Oh, God. This is-
Oh, holy shit.
I almost think that they should, given how many stupid people we have in the world. Like, just fucking. We need permits for this shit. I swear to God, it's the only way we
Yeah.
can.
And
we
required
can
to have. And required to take sex ed in order to
and sex
have a license.
yeah, and sex ed is like way different than what's
What game
now.
are you
It's-
playing, Frozen?
Huh?
What game are you playing?
I'm trying to get all the gold stars on Mario Kart 8. Ah, you bitch!
yeah.
That's raining right
I
into a
have that
frame.
one as well. It's actually a pretty good game.
Yeah, I like this one a lot more than I have the DS one as well, and I don't like that one nearly as much. I haven't got the 3DS one though. I've heard it's really good. I don't like that the blue shells are fucking like game-breakingly powerful in this. Like
Okay,
I've been hit with like 4 in a row.
What do you guys think's gonna happen to Zoe Quinn after this whole thing with what's her name? When she picked a fight with Social Autopsy.
Made into glue. Oh, sorry. What? That's why I wish would happen to her. No, sorry. Carry on.
No, I'm just being serious here. What do you guys think will happen?
Well, it might expose some of the stuff that they have done.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's gonna like affect her like the kind of shit she's built up really that much. Maybe a little bit, but there's people who will like don't give a fuck what she's done. They just want to. They just want
This
to have a
woman
pariah.
pursuing legal action. That's what I wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah,
spread her
they
personal
wanted
information around.
they wanted a girl in the face of technology or in the face of whatever, like a cover girl. That's pretty much what the journalists are doing. Like Marilyn Monroe, for example.
Uh-huh.
She was a very good she was a very good looking movie star, but at the same time she was dumb as rocks.
Hey man, can't have everything, man.
Movie stars
But
aren't paid to be smart, you know.
Exactly.
But she
Well,
actually hanged out
told
with a
us.
lot of smart people.
Well, doesn't fucking like what's his face, James Franco have like some fucking like doctorate or some shit like that, and he's still a fucking retard.
He smokes weed every
That's
day.
James Franco for you, though.
Yeah.
He's the greatest weed guy on the planet.
Eh.
Him and Seth Rogen, they're potheads.
Just a
What about
little
greatest-
bit gay.
Yeah. Just.
Yeah. Other than that, May is coming up pretty soon. So what are your guys' opinions on the games that are going to be coming out? There's going to be quite a few games coming out in May. There's going to be Uncharted for one, Uncharted 4. What do you guys think about that one?
Don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'm so agnostic nowadays.
I would play the game. I played at my cousin's house, actually my uncle's house, and I actually think I want to try to play that game, but right now I'll wait until I have the money or it's lower priced. That's what I'll do.
It's really coming down to being able to afford this shit these days is getting to be a full-time job itself. It's like I got no, I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to anything coming out within recent memory.
Yeah.
Here's some fucking Ocarina going on.
Yeah.
Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm having trouble trying to memorize the song. I have to look at it again.
Are you playing that Unreal Engine version of it?
No, God, no. I don't play that one.
Why? What happened?
What?
There we go. Freaking horse. Get your ass over here.
Yeah. Goddamn horses! Why are you not glue yet either?
Yeah, other than that, Uncharted's coming out, and a lot of gamers I've been noticing on Steam lately are having trouble with, and they're bitching about this and stuff, like the multiplayer aspect. They want to see their first-person shooters have multiplayer in them.
To be fair, that is the draw of first-person shooters. It's why they have always been popular. Single-player first-person shooters don't really
no,
work
but
out
they're
commercially.
saying they don't like single-player. They only want multiplayer.
Oh, see, that doesn't work either. You have to have a single-player campaign to
Yes, and yeah, so they're complaining about why there's no competitive multiplayer and stuff. It's like, have you ever played those games? Have you ever played games like Home? I mean, they were just complaining about it and stuff, and that's all I see. Like with Homefront Revolution, it's just why is there no multiplayer? Why is there no competitive multiplayer? I hate single player. It's people like that are the reasons why we have such shitty always online games.
Yeah.
And I blame them for this.
Yeah.
I'm blaming all those assholes for this. People that are saying, why isn't this game multiplayer?
Well, they're more like useful idiots because companies love to increase DRM levels, like make you more of a slave, and basically they squeeze every single penny from you. And people who go along with this and they say, yeah, people who complain but still buy the game. Those are the useful idiots. Basically, how dare you fuck me up the ass and bend over and spread that shit. Like, okay.
Have you been paying, like, watching what I do in my spare time, mate?
It just it annoys the living shit out of me. Seeing all these people whining about just why their games aren't why I can't think of the right word to put this. They're whining about why the game isn't why they can't have always online or something like that. And they're like saying, "Oh, big deal that it's online all the time," like that. Just like, "Oh, wham!" These little kids saying this. It's like, shut up, like that, you little shits.
Like,
When
yeah,
I was
sometimes
your age, I was playing the Super Nintendo. Shut your mouth.
like, when I was their age, our fucking online was like across the fucking room. We had LAN parties and shit. You know how hard that was to set up?
Yeah, I know. Even expensive too.
Fucking expensive.
Well, when laptops became more popular, it wasn't that much of a hassle. You know, everyone got their laptop and LAN party instant.
Yeah, that was the jam back then.
I remember when my friend walked on foot through half of the town carrying his old computer and old CRT monitor just to play with me.
It's like that.
Wow.
It's like that. For the picture of the dude showing up to a LAN party with the caption, "Anything's a laptop if you're brave enough."
Yeah, exactly.
I love that fucking picture. It's like, yep, that's how it was growing up for me, man. You needed to be friends with the rich kid who had all the hardware in the world, or fucking bring your own, and to convince your parents that was a good idea.
Hmm. Yeah, and I enjoy online games. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I love playing them every now and then. Like, for instance, a game that I always like that's online is Payday 2. I enjoy that online. I enjoyed living the hell out of the game. It's a good game. Online games are fun, but it's just the point where it's so annoying most of the time. Just how they're saying they're just mocking us because we would like our games offline every now and then.
Yeah, that's
It doesn't matter. Well, you gotta realize, you gotta remember, you used to remember MechWarrior and all those other games.
Oh yeah, it's my jam right there.
Yeah. And people used to play it online. I used to remember people playing that shit online when GameFly was around.
I remember fucking having to tunnel Smash Brothers Melee because it didn't have an online mode. It's like you had to fucking hack the shit out of it.
Yeah. And you had to.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
And you had to. Yeah, the only way to do it is you had to get another friend to play with you.
Yeah. It was not a fun experience to get set up. I mean, if you had the ability to do it, it was great, but for fucking all the setup, it was a nightmare, and it wasn't enjoyable. Sorry, song's doing my head in.
I know.
Oh, fucking Bowser, you son of a bitch! No! Right at the end, dude. I'm trying to get these fucking gold stars. It's like the last race at the very fucking end. I get knocked off off the side. I'm like, come on, dude. I was dominating the shit out of that. Ah. I nearly half-lapped this motherfucker, and it's not. And I can't even reset because it's the end race.
Triggered.
Fuck's sake, I've been trying to do this for a week, dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to cry myself to death.
Yeah, but it's just to the point where I don't even know anymore what the kids these days. Yes, it makes me sound like it makes me sound old and stuff like that. I'm 26 years old. Yes, I am old compared to a lot of the kids that play video games. But it's the point where the companies seem to know that the majority of gamers are in their 20s and 30s, not teenagers or I mean, they're not as many as there used to be because we were that audience as kids.
Yes, and
so
someone
never listen to these kids. But they do anyway, and they use this as an excuse. Look at EA; they're using this as an excuse all the time.
Oh, EA sucks so much.
Yeah, I hate them. I actually hate
Their
them.
customer service thing is essentially, oh look, my account was hacked. Fuck off. Useless.
Yeah, it's total shit. Their customer service.
Someone asked me on Twitter if I'm gay enough for GamerX, and my response is gay enough for ye.
Gay enough for the booty. Yes, because everybody wants to be a butt pirate at GamerX.
Yep. Well, no, I was I referred to when they fucking did the whole thing about, hey, yeah, we celebrate diversity. I was like, do you celebrate diversity with trans devs who support Gamergate? No, blocked. All right, fine, fuck you then. Of course you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, they think that you're the bad guy, and they don't even know what the whole full story of it. I understand that the owner of that whole event is friends with Zoe Quinn and the rest of the group.
Hard not to be. They're all so fat. It just pulls them by their gravities. Oh, sorry. You say that? Shit. Where's my safe space?
It's their clique. It's that clique that they're a part of the SJW cult.
It's called the Safe. It's the Safe. Yeah, there's a store called Safeway. You can just go down to that store and go eat themselves to death.
Wait, we have those in England, we did, but they were bought out when I was like 12.
Yeah, we still have
really?
Safeway here, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't think they're the same
We have one
company.
in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
The stores in Texas they call them HEB, but you know what the actual name is? Howard Edward Butts.
Yes, I heard that on a was it? Oh fuck! It was one of the Rooster Teeth playthroughs of a game. They had a whole conversation about
Because
about that.
they live in Texas. They live in Texas, and I used to live there. And I used to remember hearing the history of Howard Edward Butts, how he made this small store into a big chain in Texas.
No relation to Sarah, by the way.
Yeah, no relation.
Oh God.
I just saw the thing you posted, Glebs. The fucking gendered violence is a global phenomenon. The fuck.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Sociology. Ghostly matters, haunting and the sociological imagination. Real science.
Oh, there's one more thing I want to talk about before I would put the stream down and or
sure.
let us continue on bullshitting. At PAX East, they just recently had a panel on sexism in gaming. You know what these dumbasses said at Frozen Cake on this one? They said women should be something with women first before trans.
Yeah, I did see that. I responded to it by telling them to go fuck themselves.
That was like the stupidest thing.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, guess who's bombarding them?
Go for it.
Gamer Ghazi.
At this point, we just sit back and just fucking put our feet up and let our enemies do our work for us. It's fucking well.
Yeah, they yeah, they think they're gonna blame us for it, but technically it's them doing it.
Oh God.
Yeah, they're saying that we're harassing women, but they're doing it as well. Oh.
They made us do it, those Gamergator fucks.
Yes, they made us do it. Because we're doing this for the sake of the misogyny and like for
And the Fifi.
yeah, and the feelings because they hurt.
God, that place is fucking. That place is like native cancer.
They totally hate these people.
I don't know what it is with Gamer Ghazi, but it's just like they're getting to the point. But I mean, just seriously though, at PAX East, people walked out on it though, and it was so glorious watching them walk out. It's like, why are you leaving? I thought we were on your side, type of thing. It's so glorious.
we're pandering over here, dude. You should fucking listen to our pandering. Please,
Yeah.
we just want to get your money and also maybe some pussy every now and again. It's nothing. No hate. Where are you going? No, please.
They tried so hard. They honestly try so hard to get themselves known. Oh man, I gotta get all these videos done.
It's just.
I'm sorry. I'm playing Singer Kagura.
Yeah, we're all playing video games here, so I apologize, people that are watching this. There's not much going on right now, so I think I should put the stream to a close. I've been on for a while, so I've been your host, Ling again. So we'll see you guys next week.